We're going to be doing the valve cover today on this 2007 Acura TL 3.2 liter VTEC. First step, hook the connector here, hooked one there, got the clamp off there, started loosening these 7mm screws for the air intake. I'm not sure what that is, but we're going to get that one off. There's one more there, there's 4 on the other side, the air intake too, 7mm. Get this off, you spin these so they all face up and this plastic piece pops off, and that's where I'm at right now. Keep you guys updated. So yeah, connectors, air intake right here. We're gonna pop this tube out back here. Careful, this breaks. We'll spray some penetrating oil in there, get it come out easy, and we're gonna move on. As you can see, I got my pick in the end of the tube there. Got some penetrating oil in there. Already gave it a spray, help ease that out. So there's the back bolt we were trying to get out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Another tube comes out here. Put the clamp back on so I would not lose it. To get to this back bolt back here, I used the 8mm with an extension. Help me get back there. Next, we're going to get this hose off the bottom down here. Clamp off. We get the throttle body off. Keep moving. It's 4 bolts for the throttle body. 1, 2, 3, and 1 down here, 4. Should come right off. There's a connector back here too. I'm going to pop that off. Like so. Give it a little pull. Should come right off. As you can see, I have the clamp off this hose here, and these old hoses get stuck on here where they get frozen and they won't come off. So a little secret, grab it with your plier there and just give it a wiggle back and forth, and that'll help break the seal on the rubber on the metal after it sat there for so long. Make it easier to get off for you. Should just come off and put a little towel down here so any coolant that leaks, that'll make a big mess. So underneath the throttle body, you see there's going to be 2 hoses. One that connects here, one that connects there, one connects there, this one connects here. You want to get both those off, so you can remove your throttle body. Pull that hose. We'll set this to the side. Leave the gasket. Next, we'll unhook this little hose on the top. Start working on this cover. Next thing you want to do is remove this hose on the top. Clamp right there. 2 10mm for the purge valve right here. Then there's a connector here on top. The purge valve will take off like so. There we go. That off. We'll start working on the hoses back here. Take off that hose clamp. Take off this purge valve, 10mm. That's the next step. Okay, we got the purge valve off the back here. Got the nut back in here. Just this, so I don't lose them. Put them back in place. Got the hose off here. It's right there, the side hanging out. We're going to take this connector off. And we're going to take off, I think they're 10mm. Yeah, they're all 10mm. I'm going to get all these off and get inside the intake manifold to get that off. So, connector, 10mm. There's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. I actually took this hose off back here just to get a little more room for the valve cover in the back. So we have all the bolts and nuts out. Let's give it a little lift, see what's going on in here. Not too bad. So Set this to the side. Put it right there. Clean it up in a little bit. So next we're gonna get all the bolts out of here. Look like they're 12 millimeter. Just double check that for you. Yeah, they're 12 millimeter. So we'll remove all these. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Yeah. Actually, we're gonna remove this hose right here too. And just noticed it. And there's one more back here. We'll pop off. I think that's everything. This thing should lift right up. So we get those 12 millimeters out of the center of the manifold taken out. So I have all the manifold bolts out of the center now. So all you want to do is just pull straight up. Should come right out. Use both hands for this, but straight up. So once you got your intake manifold off, set it over there to the side, out of the way. You want to fill these portholes with paper towel so nothing falls in there when you're working. Gets in the valves. It's very important. So make sure to plug all these with some cloth, paper towel, whatever, so nothing flies in there while you're working. Socket, whatever. It'd be hard to get out later. Or you might not even notice it and it'll cause problems down the road. Your car will have a misfire, P0300. You won't know why. There's something stuck in your valve down there, so it won't close, you know. So yeah, don't do that. So I ended up taking this, right here's where the screw goes to get the overflow reservoir for the coolant down there. And it's a 10 millimeter right there on that bracket. You can take that off. You have to get that off to be able to get this ignition coil out right here. Get room for it. We're gonna loosen these two 10 millimeters. Get this bracket off here. Might just slide right off actually if you just pop these. So we're gonna try to get that off first. Slide it off. Disconnect these connectors. 1, 2, 3. We're going to take out the ignition coils, get this dipstick out, and get ready to get the valve cover off. Alright. Okay, I ended up getting this cord out, the 10 millimeter there. These pull up on the latch and it comes off these metal tabs. Then right here, there's this connector that pops out right there. Kind of a hassle, but you can get it out. I zip tied it. There's a connector right here on this you'll have to take off. And what I did is zip tie this to the radiator hose here. It's like that. Get a little extra room there. So now we're just gonna take out this, set it to the side, and we'll I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna take this bracket off that one. 5 bolts there. Looks like they're 10 millimeter to get to the valve cover gasket. You can see it's leaking all over the exhaust intake manifold down here. It's causing a bunch of smoke, and yeah, they're getting inside the car. They're getting a bunch of fumes, kind of getting high off it. So we'll get that all taken care of. Okay, one important step I forgot, valve covers. The Allen key. I forgot exactly what size it was, but it's it right there. So you want to get these out, and the spark plugs as well. We can remove the valve cover. I already got the bolts loose here, so once we do that, it'll come right out without losing those. Alright, put these aside. And there. Alrighty. Get the spark plugs out next. So what I did was, this thing was on there pretty well. It's up now, but then right here on this corner and just pried up. It went sideways. These popped up. I pried it forward. The whole thing released, as you can see. It comes right up now. Voila. So we'll get the new gasket on there. You can see it was leaking right there. See all the oil coming through. Yeah. So using this pick right here, I'm just going to go around the edge, pick out this seal. See if we can get it here for you. Just like that. Up under there. You guys get the ideas. Get up a piece and just peel the rest out. We'll get the new one in and do everything in reverse order. After you get the old seal out and peeled right out, you want to use some brake cleaner. Shoot it around the seal, where right there where the seal goes in, and then take some paper towels and just clean out any oil or debris in here. Make sure it's nice and clean before you put the new seal in. One thing that'll help you get the new seal in is if you leave it in the sun while you're working for like 10-20 minutes an hour. It helps loosen it up and make it a little easier to get in there. Probably already should have done that. Anyways. So what I like to do before I put the seal in is I'll put a little bit of Permatex sealant on where the square pieces are at, and just one in each corner to help it stand there when I'm setting it down so it doesn't come out. So we get the seal in there. To help it stay in place once you do get it in. Here's the gasket kit I'm going to be using, the Fel Pro 50607R. We'll get that in there. So we have the new gasket in there. It's all ready to go. You want this corner piece facing away from the spark plug holes. And that's about it. Put it back on reverse order. We're going to torque these bolts to 8-9 foot-pounds. Next thing you're going to want to do is clean up around the head here where the valve cover goes on. That way when you put it on there and here as well, use a little brake cleaner too. Let's clean all that up. Any crap off there. Let's do that all the way around so it's nice and clean. So you'll want to torque them to 9 foot-pounds. Leave it set at 9. If you watch, when it hits 9 foot-pounds, you'll see the light turn red. There we go. So we're just going to do that all the way around. Get it all tightened up. So we have everything torqued down to 9 foot-pounds. So we're just going to do everything in reverse order. Put the ignition coils back in and just put all the plugs back on and just the way you took it off. I'm going to head over to that one next. So in order to get this one off back here, you're going to take this tube off, cut off all 3 ignition coils, the 10mm here. There's a 10mm, where was it at? Right here's one. There's a 10mm right there, holding this on. I took the one off right here too. I held that bracket on. Needs a little more space. If you look and you push it up now, should be enough room to pull the valve cover out and get that all taken care of. So that's what we're gonna do now, is just loosen up the bolts here and pry it up. Take that tube off and get it on out. Got all the bolts up, give it a little pry, should pop right up, just like so. Go ahead and just release that. I'm gonna push it up, pull it out, lift it up. Should come right out. We'll get the new valve cover in there.